Skyclimber is the standard of the suspended scaffolding industry, with more than 40 years of experience dedicated solely to the manufacture of suspended access products. Skyclimber proudly presents the Alpha 1000 Assembly and Operating Procedures video.
The following instructional video will display the proper assembly procedure for Skyclimber's Alpha 1000 hoist, the premier hoist for faster ascent, greater lift capacity, durability, and versatility. The Alpha 1000 works with platforms, work cages, and bosun chairs. The Alpha 1000 features a 1,000-pound lifting capacity, self-reeving wire rope feed, and electric models with 220 volts and 110 220 volts, as well as an air model at 100 psi. The electric model features an ascent speed of 32 feet per minute and descent speed of 35 feet per minute. The air model's ascent and descent speeds are 35 feet per minute. Both models feature a detachable Skylock Type 3 secondary brake. The Alpha 1000 has no power emergency control descent, meets or exceeds OSHA requirements, and is UL classified, as well as being CSA and MEA approved. Prior to assembling your Alpha 1000 hoist, you must prepare your wire rope. Use a 5/16 inch 6x19 IWRC rope with a clean cut in. Braze it down 1/2 inch and let it air cool. Next, grind the point down until it resembles a pencil with the lead broken off. To assemble your Alpha 1000 air or electric-powered hoist, start by opening the lid of the storage box. The first thing you will notice is the operator's instruction manual. Always assemble your hoist according to the instructions provided in the manual. Remove the Skylock from the box. Insert your wire rope into the Skylock. Slide the Skylock up the wire rope and drop test the unit. The Skylock should trip within 3 inches. Reset the Skylock and repeat the test 3 times. Afterwards, let the Skylock hang by the wire rope. Connect the hoist power cord to the proper power supply source, be it electric or air. With the air model, be sure you have inserted your safety pin. Take the wire rope on the lower side of the Skylock and insert it into the entrance guide of the hoist inside the storage box. Power the hoist into position. The Alpha 1000 self-reeving capability reduces your hoist rigging time. Make certain the wire rope exits the storage box and doesn't get caught and interfere with assembling the hoist to the scaffolding stirrup. Place your hoist into the stirrup connection. Attach with 2 mounting bolts, washers, and locking nuts. Your control knobs should be facing the interior of your scaffolding at this point. Slide the Skylock down the wire rope and attach it to the Alpha 1000 hoist with 2 shoulder bolts and locking nuts. Attach a J-clamp to the end of your wire rope. Be sure to loop the excess rope in order to keep it off the ground. You should perform a load test at this point, as well as at the beginning of each shift you work. To perform the test, raise your equipment 6 inches above the ground. Manually trip your Skylock. Operate the hoist in the downward direction. The wire rope should not feed through the Skylock. Go up to relieve the load on the Skylock jaws and put it back onto your hoist. Now reset your Skylock. Congratulations! You've assembled your Alpha 1000 hoist. Your Alpha 1000 has several safety features. They vary, depending on if your hoist is electric or air-powered. Both feature a secondary brake. The Skylock senses the speed of the wire rope as it passes through the hoist. If the wire rope exceeds a factory preset speed while moving downward, the Skylock automatically locks onto the wire rope and supports the load. This is just one of several design features built into the Alpha 1000. Never use your Alpha 1000 without having a Skylock attached. To reset your Skylock after the load test, operate the hoist in the upward position 1 to 3 inches to relieve the load on the Skylock. Next, turn the reset handle clockwise until you feel a click. You can reset your Skylock on the electric model without having the power connected through the use of a 5mm Allen wrench. Simply disconnect the power supply, remove the dust cap in the center of the motor, insert the Allen wrench, pull the no power descent lever outward, and turn the Allen wrench clockwise. The Alpha 1000 will climb upward. After it rises 3 inches, let go of the descent lever and reset the Skylock by turning the reset lever clockwise. You may now move downward by pulling the descent lever away from the hoist. One Alpha 1000 electric model features a dual voltage switch. Choose 110 volts or 220 volts by turning the selector clockwise for 220 volts or counterclockwise for 110 volts. The electric model also features an emergency stop button, which cuts off power to the hoist control circuit. The electric model features an up-down switch that is spring-loaded and automatically returns to the neutral off position when the operator lets go of the switch. The air-powered model features an up-down lever. You can adjust the lubricator on the air model by turning the drip feeder in the positive or negative direction in the adjustment knob version. In the non-knob version, turn the screwdriver adjustment counterclockwise to increase oil flow, or clockwise to decrease it. The oil flow visible in the sight dome should be 4 to 8 drops per minute. A no-power emergency control descent is featured in both electric and air-powered Alpha 1000 hoists and works by moving the lever toward the outside of the hoist. A controlled descent automatically begins. If the roll pin in the reset lever should break while you were trying to reset the Skylock, follow these instructions. Go up 1 to 3 inches to take the load off the Skylock jaws and put it back onto the hoist. Take a 4mm Allen wrench and remove the 2 screws from the Skylock enclosure. Rotate it 90 degrees. Insert a medium-sized screwdriver between the spring shaft and reset shaft. Push down on the jaw retainer until it resets. Reassemble your enclosure. Lower yourself to the ground and contact your rental company. If you have any questions about your Alpha 1000 hoist, contact Skyclimber at 1-800-255-4629.
Skyclimber would like to remind you that personal safety is necessary for all suspended scaffold applications, and that personal fall arrest equipment is required for all swing stage applications. Familiarize yourself with ANSI Z359.1 and OSHA 29 CFR Part 1926, Subpart L and Subpart M to ensure conformity with proper personal safety regulations. Always assemble your Skyclimber product according to the information provided in the operator's instruction manual. Skyclimber welcomes the opportunity to work with you by providing safety and applications training for end users. The key words are zero accidents, and training is where you begin. For further information on our training classes, the latest edition of your operator's instruction manual, or questions regarding product applications, Please contact Skyclimber's Technical Services Department at 1-800-255-4629.